Feels so good to be outside, having some fresh air, connected to the nature, getting my steps on, at least 20,000 steps a day, at least. Sometimes I'm having even more. Not that I push myself to do them, I just have them because I love walking. I sold my car last year, and since I sold my car, I'm just going everywhere. Using my feet, man. Just use your feet. It's amazing to have them. Where some people have nothing, they don't have their feet anymore. And I'm just taking my afternoon walk, connecting to the energy of this place, which is amazing. It's so quiet. Very, very, very few people around here. And most of the time there's no people around here, especially during the week. So I just take this time to refresh myself and get in touch with myself. Get in a place where I can feel alive and feel grateful to be here. I want to get to that place inside my heart where I can chill, where I can be one with myself, where I can be far away from all the people's judgments and ideas, and sometimes even my own, and just disconnect with all the bullshit and all the negativity and connect to myself, my higher being, and even God. Because I see God everywhere. I see God inside every creature, every plant, every tree. Now, I just want to say a little bit about myself. Who am I and why I want to have this YouTube channel, why I started this project. First of all, because that's who I am. That's who I am. That's who I always was, and I will always be until I die. I'm a free man. I always wanted to be free. I always fought for that. I always looked for means and ways of being free, of having a free mind, free thought, thinking for myself, of having a means to support myself and be independent, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing. I always hated working for somebody else. I had some jobs that I quit after some months. Every time I quit after some months, not because it was hard. I had jobs where I did work for almost a year, and most of the times I hated it. And when that happened, it's not that I was comfortable to quit my job. It was very uncomfortable to quit my job. Trust me, it's a hard process you have to go through, because people around you they're gonna make you feel embarrassed. They're gonna make you feel guilt and shame because you quit your job. And now, what you're gonna do? What's your next step? Where you're gonna end? You have to have a resume that says that you have spent X amount of years in this company, and X amount of years in this workplace, and X amount of years doing this and this, and started. And there was always this crazy, insane pressure to build my resume as other people have their own resumes, so professionally and precise and concise. I am not that type of person. I'm not that guy. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about resumes. That doesn't say anything about me. Actually, what I found to be true in this life and in this time and age is the opposite. That says, who you are as a person and what you stand for. And if you don't have a precise and organized and predictable resume, that says more about you, that you're willing to live your life on your own terms and not give a shit about everybody else and everybody else's opinion, and subdue yourself to the higher powers that rule this world. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm talking about. The corporations, the institutions, they run everything and everyone, and they are deciding how we should be. And that's the biggest lie and the biggest scam in the history of this planet. That's one scam. The other scam is religion. And I'm not going to go into this topic right now. I just want to make a chill video where I talk a little bit about myself. I will have different videos about all these topics because I feel there's so much to be discussed about it, and I have such a strong opinion about everything, and I need to release it out there. I need to make my opinion clear, because why not? You can do it. It's free, it's a tool, and it's so powerful in this day and age that we cannot let these people control us anymore. We cannot let these people decide for us anymore. And I feel that this is the best time, and I was grown for this. I was brought up to this point. I was prepared for this. I was trained for this moment in time and space where I can have the opportunity to talk to people through a small screen, through this technology, amazing, that we can have internet in the forest, that we can record a video in anywhere we want, and we can broadcast it. We can even do live television right now from the forest, just talking to people. I feel this such a huge, amazing breakthrough for the humanity. And I feel that this is the time where everybody, we all have to come united, and we all have to break free. And we all have to stand united against the oppressor, you know? And like I said, I'm not gonna go into details because we all know who the oppressor is. We all know who controls our life. We all know what the media does to us, to our brains, you know? I don't want to get too much political and religious because this is exactly the kind of topic that drives people away and sometimes brings people together, but it's always, you know, creating a discrepancy between people because people stand on different values and opinions, right? And it should be the way. It should be that way. So I'm not going to go into controversy right now, but I will, because I am going to tell the truth, and I am going to stand by my truth no matter what. In this channel, I will always tell what I feel, and this is my voice, and this is my truth. Take it or leave it. Feel free to dislike this video. Feel free to throw negative comments. Nothing can affect me anymore. I am beyond it. I am above it. I reached a point in my life and existence where I know exactly who I am, I know exactly what I want, and I know exactly what I don't want. And what I don't want is negative, bullshit people putting me down for my beliefs or putting anyone down. And what I don't want is stupid people, actually stupid people that have no ideas, and they're like sheeps. And they're like sheeps just following the masters, their masters. I cannot respect that. I cannot respect a man who has no integrity, who has no pride, who has no dignity. I cannot respect a man who didn't found his truth, who didn't found God outside of the systems that were implemented around him, outside of schools, colleges, religions, politics, everything, you know. So this is me. This is just a short video that I want to make as an introduction to my channel. My name is Byron, and I am here to educate. I am here to teach. I am here to share the knowledge and spread the message. I am here to do the work of God, one God that should rule this planet, not the other one. I am here to do His work. I stand on these words, and I will die on these words. I am a man of God. I'm a man of faith. I am not a man of religion, and I'm not a man of interests. You will not see me or hear me doing somebody else's bid, playing somebody else's games, selling my soul, punking out. I'm not a punk. I'm a warrior. I'm a fucking soldier, and I'm gonna die for this and live like a man and live like a soldier. I'm gonna speak the truth no matter how much the truth upsets people. Always be cowards and punks upset by the truth, you know? And they're the kind of people that you should avoid, and you should fight, actually. Not just avoid, because if you're avoiding them, you're giving them power. You have to fight these cowards. You have to fight everybody around you, even in your life. They can be your mother, they can be your father. I am fighting my own parents. I fought my own parents in my journey. I fought the biased opinions. I fought the prejudices of my own family, my aunt, my grandma, my mother, my father. When I start doing Sahaja Yoga, this is the form of yoga that I am practicing and I'm doing. It's a form of meditation. And I start following my own guru, my own spiritual master who enlightened me. When I start doing that, everybody was against, because they were all brainwashed by the Orthodox Church. That is the most powerful church in my country, you know. I'm from Romania. So the church is very, very powerful here. Their beliefs, you know, people are brainwashed. So anyone that you see doing something else, they treat those people like their enemies. They have absolutely no tolerance for anything or anyone except that belief system, that religion that was imposed into you when you were born as a kid. Like, you even have this discrimination or judgment or intelligence to choose your own religion when you're 2 or 3 or 5 years old. You don't even know what that is. Children, they know God. They feel God better than grown-ups. Children don't need religions. Children don't need to tell them who to believe in. They already feel it. They're so connected. They're connected to the voice inside of them. What happens is we take those children and we educate them, and we grow them inside of a belief system, inside of a sect, inside of a brainwashed society. So those children start disconnecting from the reality, from their God, from the God, the only God, and they start believing and start doing. This happened to me. I was brainwashed by force, almost. Wasn't my decision. Actually, I hated it. I hated going to church. I hated going every Friday and Sunday and praying. My grandma always took me there. While I did get a little of education, I got a lot of brainwashing, a lot of fear, because when you are taken to church, you are actually trained to fear God, and God is not a God of fear. Is a God of love. You should never fear God in that way. Of course, He's almighty and all powerful, but He's a God of love and understanding and compassion and forgiveness. As long as you are a nice person and a nice guy and a person with good intentions and a good person, there's nothing to be afraid of. You should never fear God. It doesn't matter if you do some stupid shit here and there, man. And I was trained as a kid that I should always feel guilty. Why? Always feel ashamed, always feel guilty for something that I did or I said. Kids, they don't sin. It's unnatural for a kid to sin. The kids don't sin because kids have no sin in their concept. There's no such thing as a sinful kid. They're ruled by innocence, you know. So kids should never be taught to be afraid or fear, you know, or feel shame or guilt. So I've been doing yoga and meditation for the last 20 years, and it's been great. It's been one heaven of a ride. I'm not going to say that word, hell of a ride, because I want to change my vocabulary. I want to change my words. I want to change my reality. So you can do that, adjust little things. You can say, it's been one heaven of a ride, man, my life so far. And it's not done. It's not finished yet. I'm just getting started. I'm just building myself right now. I'm getting stronger. I'm getting more free in my mind. I'm getting more capable. I don't let other people opinions influence me, made me feel bad like I did before. I don't let people have power over me anymore. I take my power back, and this is why I build this channel, and this is what I'm gonna talk about on this channel, and not in a superficial, shallow, toxic masculinity type of way, but in a real deep sense of the word. I'm a spiritual person, but I also love to do material things, like real actual things. I love to go to the gym. I love to get my body strong. I was a basketball player for 20 years. I've been playing professional basketball. I was an athlete. I had a really good time doing that. Practice really hard every day. Have a great, athletic abilities that work my spirit, that work my heart, that work my mental state. And it's so different when you're an athlete. You can feel you have a higher purpose. You can feel you have a higher destiny and calling than other people. So already you have a mental state that separates you from the pack, from the sheeps, from the ones that have no drive, no ambition, and don't know what they do with their lives. When you're training every day hard, when you're competing against other people and competing against yourself, there's something so powerful building inside here. Strength, confidence, faith, security. I thank God that He put me on that track, becoming a basketball player was the greatest thing of my life, in those days, in those times. Since I was 10 until I was like 30, I just practiced hard and I trained hard and did the best that I could to become like the best basketball player. And this took me everywhere. This gave me a lot of confidence. This helped me a lot in so many ways. First of all, I had always a healthy attitude to my body. And that's so important. Nobody can tell me smoke this, drink this, because I never did it. In those days, I did it after, but that's another story. But in those days, I never did it. I was keeping my body clean, keeping my mind clean. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't take drugs. And I always look after myself. I always look after my body first, my mind, the friends that I had. I never hang out with losers. I never hang out with stupid people. I was by myself sometimes. A lot of times I was by myself, working out or practicing or thinking about basketball. It was so important for me to be at the highest point, to be at the highest mental attitude that an athlete can have, and to have that focus and concentration. And I felt like always when I get into these bad relationships, it can be with a girl, it can be with other boys, like, hanging out with guys and doing the stupid shit, sometimes getting influenced by their, worst behavior. I always found that it messed me up. It messed my focus up. It messed my ability to stay concentrated on my mission, to perform at the highest level at practice. And that really affected me mentally, because I always wanted to give my best. I always wanted to outwork everybody, and I did like so many times. I outworked everybody that I knew. I had abs when I was 14, 15, abs like a grown person, like a grown man. Abs that people, they go to the gym for years that they don't have, because why? I just worked like a maniac, man. When I was 20, I had the body of a super athlete. I never went to the gym, never, just by running. When I see all these videos online, with these people, it makes me laugh, with this David Goggins and all this motivational type of people that, they scream, "Oh, get out, you have to work, you have to work." I was never like that with myself, and I still achieved the highest condition of my life. I knew what I had to do, and I just did it. As simple as that. I never skip a training. I always go. always go to the training. I always go to the practice every day, every day, same time. I did it with love. I did it with dedication. Nobody had to scream at me. I actually felt bad if I didn't do it. I felt bad if I missed a day. During the weekends, we didn't have a gym, a place to train. So I was going outside and play basketball in the summer, outside all day. I never stayed inside. I never needed a David Goggins or somebody else to scream in my head and tell me what to do. I always did it. I had that pure discipline inside of me as a kid growing up. I knew what I wanted to do, and I just did it. Competing was my thing. When I look at these people that have these bodies now, you know, when they're 30 or 40, I had that body when I was 15. For me, it's nothing. When I was 16, 17, I already had pecs. So I take it serious because I know it means a lot to people, but because I had the body, I didn't focus on the body anymore because I had it. So I was focusing mentally, higher states. That's why I come to Sahaja Yoga. I come to the yoga when I was 20. That's why I went to India to meet my guru when I was 21. I sold my car and went to India. I was already at a higher level of understanding, of judgment, of awareness, of consciousness. I was already drawn to more higher things, spiritual things. When I see all these videos now, I feel like they're little babies. Even if they're older than me, if they're like 40, 50, when I see these people talk about gym and training, I do that. I love to go to the gym. I love to work out. But there are much more important things in life than that. There are much more higher things in life. There's a spiritual war and there's a spiritual battle we need to attend. Each and every one of us has to be very, very aware. There's a spiritual war with these beings, with these demons, with this possession, with the spirits. They're everywhere, and they're onto us, and they're attacking us. So there's a spiritual war. So there's that. So I was always kind of aware that there's a spiritual battle because it was going on inside me. But once I got to the yoga, and I was taught, they put names on it. They actually put names on it. When I was taught names, and when I was taught that this is going to happen if you do this, this is going to happen if you do this, and that took me to another level of understanding, because now I figured it out. Now I was more aware, and I was understanding what's happening, you know, at a deeper level, not at that shallow, superficial level. So you can have the pillars, you know. Your body is important, your mind is important, but what's important is your higher self, your spiritual connection to the higher one, to God, and to your spirit inside of the heart. If you don't have that, everything else is worthless, and it will bring you down. You will go in depression, and you will lose your mental state, because if you only focus on your body, you're going to use that body energy until you're 40, 50, and then you're gonna burn out. And you're gonna, because there has to be a higher calling for us as human beings. And that higher calling and purpose is God. It's not just training our body and disciplining our mind and living this work mentality, hustle. It has to be a spiritual purpose behind everything. Otherwise, you're gonna burn out, and you're gonna get depressed, and then, you know, who knows, whatever you're going to do, much more horrible things. I'm gonna leave it here. There's more to say about who I am, and I just want to make like a quick introduction video, you know. I want you to stay focused. I want you to stay tuned on this channel, and I promise you I'm gonna bring you really, really strong, important messages, the ones that you don't usually see on YouTube. I'm gonna bring you everything from my experience so far, and I had many, many experiences, spiritually, physically, in any direction and in any endeavors that I had. I have many experiences that I want to share. That's why I built this channel, because I feel I have so much to share. I have so much knowledge that I want to bring out there. This is not for money. This is because this is my higher calling. I'm doing this to save some souls. I know I'm not going to be able to save all of the souls, but at least some people I can touch through this medium. And it's super, super important for me, because this is the only thing that's going to bring me happiness, real accomplished satisfaction and happiness, because I know at least I did something, and I know at least I shared something, and that something can save somebody's life in different ways, because God works in mysterious ways, and God works through us, and God works through this channel. God works through phones, God works through YouTube, God works through the internet, God works through people. And there's so many voices in the online today, in the YouTube industry, and so many voices that are just spreading false sense, false notions, bad ideas, bad seeds. Very, very, very bad for people. And I just want to balance it. I want to give the light. I want to give the light, and the light of knowledge that it was given to me from the highest source. I feel it's my responsibility and my duty as a spiritual warrior, as a man, as a soldier of God, to bring this message down. And you might look at me and you think like, oh, this guy, what the hell is he talking about, looking like that? That's your first mistake if you're doing that. That's your first mistake. That means that you have preconceived ideas of how a person of light and a person of God should look. You think it should look like the people that you see in the church, or the priests, or the pastors, or your pastor, or your mama, or your uncle, that, you know, like I said, God works in mysterious ways. And I am a vessel, and I always wanted to be that. I always want to bring the truth, because it saved my life. It saved my life many times, and it's my duty to give it to others. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to do. And stay sharp. Stay sharp out there. It's really dangerous. It's a dangerous, dangerous place, and it's a dangerous environment, and it's a dangerous time. Just let the sun illuminate me, and just let the sun come into my eyes and my brain and enlighten me. And this is all you need. This is all you need. Just be calm, be relaxed, be balanced. Don't go crazy. Don't be super obsessed. This doesn't come from God. God is not an obsessed being. Humans run by the devils become obsessed and self-absorbed. Keep that in mind. And that is a very powerful tool to identify what person is run by God and what person is run by the devil. Just by talking about it, I'm already putting light on it. And they don't like that. They don't want to be dragged to the light. They don't want to be put, in the light. They don't want other people to put light on them, because darkness hates light. Darkness cannot survive in the light. It's an opposing force of the light. They operate in the shadows. Already by putting light on them, I am starting a war. And I am in the war. And I always was in the war. It's just the way I'm going to fight it now is through this. This is my calling. This is why I made this YouTube channel. And I'm going to teach you guys. I'm going to teach you, whoever you are, wherever you are. I'm going to teach you ways of how to be your best possible self without losing the balance, without losing your peace. Your peace of mind is so important. People give you ideas and notions, but they make you lose your peace of mind. You have to keep your peace of mind all the time. Without peace of mind, nothing's gonna work in world in your life. Peace of mind and peace of heart is really important. Okay guys, so stay blessed, be aware, and be sharp. There's enemies all around you. Keep your eyes open and look out for the signs. Look out for the nice coincidences. Look out for the angels that try to guide you and protect you. And look out for the beings that want to get you closer to God, and just stay away from the beings that want to pull you away from God. I'll see you in the next one. And don't be a sheep. Don't be a sheep. Because sheep get slaughtered. Try your hard to become the shepherd, to become the master, you know. Peace.